and the anatomy course is very important for a doctor. The skull, the anatomical terminology name is called cranium. You can see the color cranium was simple. The skull is consists of 23 bones, which may be divided into the cerebral cranium and the facial cranium. Here, 23 bones. This number you must remember. 23 bones of the skull. The dividing line you can see here. Along the cerebral orbital margin. Here, the cerebral orbital margin. Along here, the external acoustic pore. External acoustic pore. Step to the external occipital protuberance. Here, a part of the occipital bones. Later we will study it. Here, this area, the bone, is cerebral cranium. There are 8 cranium bones. And here, the inferior of the skull, here, the face cranium. There are 15 bones. Here you must understand the dividing line for the cerebral cranium and facial cranium. The dividing line, here, the cerebral orbital margin, and then reached to here, external acoustic pore, and then reached the external occipital protuberance. Thirdly, we study the cerebral cranium bones one by one. The cerebral cranium consists of 8 cranial bones, which connect with each other from the craniosacal cavity, including the brain. The 8 bones is what? Here you can see the picture. Let's study them one by one. Okay, the first bone is only one, the frontal bone, color in blue. The frontal bone. Here, the frontal bone. you can touch your head. And here is the frontal bone, your head. Yes. And then a pair of parietal bone, color in green. A pair of parietal bones. In the back of our head, here the occipital bone, only one occipital bone, color in purple. From the lateral view of the skull, you can see here, color in red, the temple bones. There are two temple bones, the left one and the right one. From the internal view of the skull, you can see here, temple bones is here. The right one and the left one. And then, in the internal view of the cranium, you can see color in yellow, the sphenoid bone. The sphenoid bone. If we can see the lateral wall of the picture, you can see the part of sphenoid bone. We can only see a little of this bone, color in yellow. The last one is here, the ethmoid bone. The ethmoid bone is a little difficult for study. In the internal view of the skull, you can see here the ethmoid bones. Only one ethmoid bone. From this picture, firstly, you should understand the 8 bones' name and their location. Let's remember their names. I will name their name in the front of the head, the frontal bone. Here, the frontal bone, color in blue. And then you can see color in yellow in the middle of the cerebral fossa, the sphenoid bone. The sphenoid bone, color in yellow. And then in the when you go to sleep, maybe next to your pillow, this bone called occipital bones. And then in front of the cranial fossa is ethmoid bone. Besides, the temple bone in red and the parietal bone in green are two, a pair of the bone. So you can add to their number. Get 8 bones. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 6. 5, 6, 7, 8. Thirdly, the frontal bone in Chinese name 额骨. The frontal bone, color in blue, lies in the anterior-superior part of the skull, forms the anterior part of the cranium, and the roof of the orbital cavity. From the anterior view, you can see the frontal bone can divide the frontal support. Here you can see on the frontal inside here, there are two frontal sinuses lie deep in the anterior inferior part of the frontal bone. You can see the nasal part. The nasal part here, from the whole view of the skull, you can see the orbital part. The orbital part, from this whole view of the skull, you can see here, forms the supraorbital margin of bone. And then you can see the nasal part. The nasal part here, from the whole view of the skull, you can see, connect with the cerebral bones, the nasal bones. And then you can see the orbital part. The orbital part, from this whole view of the skull, you can see here, forms the supraorbital margin. The frontal bone's structure is easy for you. Okay, let's deep opening named foramen magnum. Behind the foramen magnum is the occipital squamor. This area is the occipital squamor. Besides, there is a bony structure, you can see, named external occipital protuberance. The corresponding structure inside. Here, this structure named internal occipital protuberance. The three structures name is better remember: the foramen magnum, the external occipital protuberance, and the internal occipital protuberance. This afternoon, we will learn the whole view of the school